Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it's just to join me today as we leave the market here in the artist's quarter. But basically we had totally missed all of this the last time we were here. I think I had ran away or something because of, I was afraid that people were gonna rob me or something. I just didn't know exactly how the game was gonna be because the first one really punishes you for some wrong choices every once in a while, and this one doesn't as much. This second part of the game is much more towards you exploring things rather than deciding whether you want to see them or not. So yeah, I didn't know that, now I do, and let's continue. Let's go outside of the market. We also made friends here, which is pretty good. Emerging, blinking into the sunshine, you find yourself near a tall statue, beyond which is a wider plaza. At the foot of the statue is a drinking fountain. And we're gonna drink because I believe these fountains are all very good, except for maybe the one outside of the cemetery. You drink a deep draught of cool, crisp water and feel quite refreshed. That's good. But we're not fully healed, which is also pretty good because we need to have a reason to eat some rations, because we are still trying to figure out how that goes. This is a paved clearing, perhaps intended for visitors to market visitors to the market to tie up their horses. But if you have any, then it would seem their horses have been stolen. If any have been tied. Okay, so all around the slum houses rise tall, squats piled on squats, emanating a thick and terrible smell. There are not many creatures about. The main road continues between the slums, heading up a low rise, and a side alley leads left. So let's see where we are. We definitely want to go up there. But I also want to go down here again. If I could make my way this way and back here, then maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to complete the game in a single run. But just maybe. So let's see what my options are. I need to look, don't I? Let's look left. To the left, a narrow road leads deep into a slum district, but its lanes are slung with decoration and ragged bunting. To the right... Oh no! No, I'm not. No. Okay, maybe. The road. You guys saw what happened? The main road turns to the right here and continues up the rise towards a run of slightly grander buildings. Ivy and gripweed hang from bent metal railings. The whole place seems empty, deserted, and dark. Suddenly, out of an almost invisible narrow alleyway, a figure no higher than your knee dashes out and collides with you, sending you sprawling. Then they cry out and apologize as they hare away down the street. Yeah, because hare is the sort of rabbit-like thing. I am gonna run after the figure. You charge off quickly down the road. You know a pickpocket when you feel one slip their hand into your purse. You catch sight of them just slipping into a narrow alley further up the road. It will take you off the main track and into the maze-like back streets of Carey if you follow. The slum districts of Lower Carey are unlikely places to find nobles, but you might be able to learn their names or where they are hiding. Yes. So I need to go through the main road. No, this is bad. I still need to go down there. I'm gonna follow the thief, or I'm gonna reload, but we'll see how things go. Let's follow this guy. You race into a side alley after the figure, twisting and turning between tall buildings. The thief is a small child who freezes for a moment, then begins to run twice as fast, straight towards a high boarded fence. The child looks spry and sprightly and terrified. You wouldn't put it past them to try and climb their way out. I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast a spell here. Let's see what I can do. Maybe some pop to their face. That's gonna stop the little bugger in his tracks. Let's see. So we got Dawes, and that causes slowness. That's a nice one. I might go with that one. We got Dow, no, wait a minute. We got clumsiness. That's gonna drop the money. That might not be good. Didn't we have another one over here? No, we only had Dawes, and we have dumb for the clumsiness. We have walk, which is to create a shield, which I don't think is gonna really help. And we have wall, which creates an invisible barrier. Might not want that. We have force field. Nope, we have fog. Nope, don't want that. We're outside. It's not gonna work. We have learned our lesson. We also have gack, which is causes fear. I need a black face mask, though. I still haven't gotten it. And I'm not sure I will. We have fog. Nope, I had something else in here, didn't I? Yeah, we have gum, which creates glue. I need a vial of glue for that. I didn't get it, though. But it's okay. So yeah, let's go with the... No, not dumb. Does? Does? Is that it? Slowness. Yes, let's go with that. You cast the spell and the child's movement slow to a crawl. One foot is placed on the fence and they try to leap higher, but they misjudge and fall slowly to the floor. You grab the child by the scruff of the neck. It is a young girl. She squirms and wriggles clumsily as she tries to escape. What are you running from? Running? I'm being chased by the guard. Are you a guard? Yes. You lie, and you're in big trouble. The girl begins to panic. Suddenly, you hear footsteps behind you, and before you can react, a figure has grabbed you by the scruff of your neck and hauled you backwards into a building. Scram! This new figure growls to the child, who needs no further warning and is quickly out of sight. Hell no! Screw that. Let's go over here to the plaza. Yeah, I'm not gonna get... I need money. I need money to buy a sword. Screw that noise. Okay, let's... make a move. I'm not gonna stop to eat. Time to move on, further into this city. The slums districts of Lower Carry are unlikely places to find nobles, but you might be able to learn their names or where they are hiding. So let's go this way. We can't go this way, unfortunately, but I believe we might come back up here through there. We'll see how things go. You make your way along the cliff-top road between grand houses that must belong to well-to-do types. You pass a tall, thin man in a long robe, some kind of monk. He bows to you as you pass. Greetings, you begin. The monk beams at you and holds his palms. What you want, you ask. The monk simply smiles, his hand still reaching out towards you. Take his hands. You reach out and take hold of his hands. With burning bright eyes, he stares at you. You must find the crown, he murmurs, for the sake of all Kakabad. Burning bright eyes. Is he one of those guys? I don't think he is. Then quite suddenly, he releases you and straightens up, folding his hands away into his robe. You can't help noticing, but he feels strangely refreshed. Who are you? But the monk only shakes his head and then gestures to his mouth. Now that you look closely, you see his tongue has been cut off, and he cannot speak. He bows his head and walks away. Huh. Interesting. Let's go. Let's continue. It's all new stuff, of course. You continue up the main road, which climbs gently towards the center of Carre. The road passes through the ruin of a grand building. In what must have been once a glorious morning room, an ornamental pond is all that remains. Moss grows from the cracks in its styled side. I think we've been in here. Didn't we go in there? Oh, there's this thing. Look deeper into the... I'm gonna get... closer and hear the words. Really? Something else glints... To hear the words. What do you mean, the words? Bubbles rise from its mouth, and as they break, you hear the breath of words. Yeah, let's listen to that. Kneeling beside the pond, you put your ear close to the water. The little scarlet fish swims up and spits a drop of water at your cheek. If fishes could laugh, you would swear this fish was suckling. Again, its mouth bubbles. This would sound like brothers, but what does he mean? Brothers. Brothers. Yeah. Brothers. Huh. Breathers. Let's see if I can guess the spell for that. What could that be? Brothers. Could be brothers or breathers, but that all would be kind of weird. Let's see. So we got Dud, which is the illusion of treasure. I know what it is in there, and if you guys have been following me, you know as well. But I don't know if I... So we got Dop, which is open locks. No, that's not gonna work, I don't think. There's no lock in here. Let's see. We got H for a fireball, probably. And we got Dud. Oh, wait a minute. I meant, damn it. I meant H. Where's the H? There it is. The H right there. And we... No, how? It's for safe passage, or, you know... No, yeah, it's for safe passage. We got Law, which is for control non-intelligent creatures. Might go with that. Let's go with that. Let's try that one out. You cast your spell into the pond, but the little fish quickly darts aside, and the spell hits a snail gazing on a stone at the base of the pond. You amuse yourself for a few moments, driving the snail around. The creature's lack of pace makes for a dull game. Eventually, you give up. I'm gonna repeat this, but let's try and figure out if there's anything here that can be done for that little spell guy. Okay, so we have Y. Yap. The talk with animals. That'll be an interesting one. Yeah, maybe that's the one. Yeah, that's probably the one. So I'm gonna taste the water. I get bitten by in the face. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna get bitten, sure, but by the fish. Okay, let's go over and look. And there's a fish. We're gonna look deeper into the pond. There's something in there. Take the gold piece. He's gonna bite me. I'm gonna try again for the coin, and I get another extra gold piece. That's nice. Let's continue down the cliff road, and hopefully this is gonna lead where I want to go. I am really curious to see. I right-click there, and it kind of screws up the following. You follow the road down a gentle slope. On the right, a cliff edge drops away with a view of the fields of Lower Carre. Evening has drawn in while you were in the market, and now the fields burn with scattered campfires. After a while, you reach a fork. The road ahead is lined with colorful flags, and in the elbow of the fork is a grand, well-kept building. Steam puffs from its roof. A creature emerges, looking refreshed and flushed. It's a bathhouse. I could go into the bathhouse. That's going to replenish me. Nothing really that I want. And actually, I think I need to pay, so screw that. I'm going to follow the flags here. And hopefully... Anyway, we'll see. You head down the road between the colorful flags until it emerges into a wide, muddy plain filled with brightly colored tents. It is a fair. Observe the fair. It seems like the fair has been running all day, and what might have started out as a friendly celebration has become a violent, drunken brawl. Gangs of men and women are falling over each other in the midway, fighting and shouting. Some of the tents have been torn down, and at least one is on fire. Near the river, a few figures are strapped to wooden poles, crying out for help. The fairground organizers, perhaps? Oh, man. Can I turn back? What do you mean, turn back? Let's turn back. The last thing you need is to get into a drunken fight. You retrace your steps, you leave the fairground behind you, and climb through fields towards the outskirts of the buildings, returning to reach the fork in the road. The bathhouse is still steaming away. I don't want to go back there. I think I want to go down there, even though that's probably not going to let me get whatever I need, but hopefully it will. Let's get into the fair. So we're not going to be able to be the champion of the fair this time around, but, well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's observe and enter the festival. You roll up your sleeves and enter the festival. You are quickly elbowing your way through the hordes of people, all jeering and shoving and waving half-drunk bottles and gripweed wine in your face. Gripweed wine, man. One stall smells of seems to still be running. The sign above it reads "Cabinet of Fortune. You try your luck, a prize for all." And that's where we got fleas. Last time around. We're going in there, see if we can do something. You go over to the tent and push back the flap. Inside a grubby, bearded man, yes. So what do? I can pay him, or I can cast a spell. And I think I am inclined to cast a spell, rather than use my money. So, I got, what do I have? I got Rap, which is talk all languages. That's an interesting one. I got Res, which resurrects the dead, but I need holy water for that. I wonder if I can cast it on myself if I die. I got Tell, which is for to tell, read minds. Yes, I need the skull cap for that. I think I need that from the previous game. Sus is going to be for sense danger. Nope, there's no danger in here. At least not that I know. Magical, it's going to be to resist magic. And that's not really anything I want. And that's another M right there. I got the TR. I didn't check the... No, I did check the R. And that is that. I don't really have anything. I have no gold. Hannah looks disappointed and his smile slips. Oh, you don't, he sighs. I suppose you spent it all on the dancing girls like everyone else. Next year I'm going to get here early and pitch my tent right in the middle of the fair. I'm tired of being left on the outside. Well, it's a good idea. Do you think so? Honest Anna looks at you with big, fairly stupid eyes. I'll be honest with you, he whispers. This isn't even my stall. It was my father's, along with that thing. He points at the creature in the glass case. I don't know what it is, but I know it's hungry, and he shivers. Hungry? You could give it to me, you suggest. I could look after it for you. Hannah seems to consider that for a moment, then shakes his head. No, thank you, but no, I couldn't. It's all I've got left of my father. He wasn't a bad man, you know. Just angered that terrible wizard Lorag, and then suddenly he wasn't there anymore. There was just that horrible creature hiding in his room and wearing his robes. Huh. Looking closer at the creature, you begin to see the family resemblance. I'm gonna get in trouble here, but I think that's your father. You tell him softly. Hannah stares at you, then bursts into laughter. My father? That thing? Oh, that's good. That's very good. No, no, no. My father was a huge man and thick with a big beard. Nothing like that skinny wretch. No, no. My father was killed. But thanks for taking an interest. He waves and gestures to the door. Well, good luck. You smile. He shrugs and you leave the hut. Outside the tent, festival goers are in an even worse state of inebriation. The fair is getting quite violent. I got a new clue. Apparently, Lorak is really mean. Let's go into the fair and see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen because this is a new fair. There's a very same fair, but it's on the another side of the day, so it's pretty interesting. You fight your way into the crowd between balding men and cackling women on one side and balding women and cackling men on the other. Their breath is thick with the smell of grapefruit wine, and they don't look like they're going to stop drinking anytime soon. And some of them also stink of the water, river water. Let's look at the tents. The main tents of the fair have been either burnt or torn down, or in one case turned into a latrine. You peer through the crowd. Some up ahead is the midway. So we can't do any of the nice stuff that we did before. And I think we got to do other things that we couldn't do if we had come here before. Anyway, you push on through the crowd. A woman catches your arm. Here, she shouts over the din, waving a bottle. Fancy getting smashed with me? Sounds fun, I guess. The woman laughs manically, then breaks her bottle over your head. Sticky grapeweed wine trickles over your face. A second woman, clearly friends with the first, holds up a drinking horn. Would you like some of my punch? She asks. I'll have some. You tell the second woman gratefully. She proceeds to punch you in the eye with her other hand and falls over laughing. Here, the first woman shouts, I've got one, I've got one. She's cackling so hard she can barely stand upright. Let's hear her out. Let's see. You wait to hear what she'll say. Do you fancy, she says, weeping with laughter, do you fancy a smack? Yes. She looks at you, suddenly serious. You're a good sport, you are, she remarks. I respect that. Here. And she hands you a small leather sack of sand. It's a juggling ball that I pitched from a juggler when he wasn't looking, she explains. When you've learned to juggle that, come back and I'll pitch you another. Her and her friend both howl with laughter and then disappear off into the crowd. Carefully, you put the pouch of sand into your backpack. It could come in useful. From a nearby tent comes a deep roaring noise. A bear? Really? Hell yeah, we're going into that tent. We took a bit of a smack there, but it's gonna be fine. The game lets us heal up a lot, and we also have the bathhouse. That's gonna be good. A growling noise emerges from the tent. Undeterred, you look inside. You see a portly dwarf asleep in a chair in one corner. At his feet and snoring heavily is a bear. The bear is snoring? The dwarf has a large bag of gold dangling from his belt. Let's take the bag, because why not? You reach over and very carefully pull loose the knots securing the pouch to the belt. And of the dwarf. It comes away, but then so the dwarf himself, his face slides one way and his belly slides the other. It's just a costume. Really? Huh. Well, take the money and run, I guess. Hell yeah. No time to hang about. You snatch the money, 7 gold pieces, and pocket it. You slip out of the tent and rejoin the thronging crowd. Oh, okay. Well, was the bear snoring? Or, I don't really know what happened there. Was the bear the person and this? Anyway, you push further on, one hand on your sword hilt and the other on your pack. Up ahead, there seems to be a patch of clear ground. Perhaps there is an attraction here, but you can't see anything above the heads of the crowd. Let's keep going. You elbow your way into open space, seeing nothing, and then trip on something large underfoot, something fleshy and soft. Oh, excuse me, milady. Let's look down. It is a body. Well, surrounded by several other bodies, all scattered across the path. Are they dead? You kneel down by one, but with relief you see he is snoring deeply, as is the woman beside him. They are simply drunk. Well, let's lighten their pockets, I guess. You pat down the man's pockets, but of course, he has no money. He has spent it all on drink. Suddenly, the sound of tramping feet echoes on the path. There are figures approaching in formation. It's the city guard. Let's greet them. You stand and saunter over to them. Not invited to the party, you say. The man doesn't answer, but turns to his neighbor and remarks, This one looks sober. The second guard nods, then looks at you. Answer me now. Are you sober? He demands. Quite sober. You reply. Good. The guard claps a hand on your arm. We'll arrest you then. It's an awful trouble getting drunk people into the cells. You're coming with us. No, I'm not. Growls the youngest of the guards. No, I'm gonna have to fight you. You make to draw the sword, but there are 5 or 6 of them, and they have you both arms, by both arms. Caution, the leader says. Before you can react, everything goes black. No, everything doesn't go black. Because I don't care. I'm not being taken there. Sorry. No, that's not a quest for me. Sorry. That might be amazing. But I need to go down there. I have a thing to do. That probably is a pretty interesting thing. I gained health for some reason. Keep going. Look down. Are they dead? Enough of this. You pass them by and continue along the road. Suddenly, the sound of trampling feet... Okay, let's ignore them. You ignore them. One of the guards shouts, "Look, over there!" He looks sober enough. The guard turns and begins to run in your direction. Holy crap, these guys are also awful. Let's run. You turn to run, but seconds later, one of the guardsmen has fallen to the floor. Blood wells from his shoulder. You see the brief gleam of a curved sword and a shadow moving away into the trees. The other guards look about in confusion. I know what happened there. You don't waste any time or hang about to find what's going on. And you guys should know what happened there as well. Can we go down here? We need to go down here. Come on! Seriously. We're not going to be able to go down there. That's bad. That's bad. You return through the fair. It's now nighttime. You need to find somewhere to stay. Well, it's a shame. We're going to need to restart the game. But it's no problem. It's no problem. I wasn't ready for that. Let's continue. So we could rest... We'll see. We'll see. Let's go up here. The bathhouse is still steaming away. Let's explore. So we have been there already. Let's explore the bathhouse. Oh, yeah, I'm going in circles. My bad. You step into cool bathhouse. So I could pay. I think I'm going to be able to get some money. It should be okay. So let's... Is it ask the same thing? And pay him. 4 gold pieces. And that is going to scrub the money off our back. Oh, not the money. The money as well, but the hurt and the dirt and all that. So let's... You strip off... So I could go for a swim or I could try the steam room. And I didn't do it the last time around. Let's go for a swim first and try the steam room after that. I didn't do it because I was afraid somebody was going to steal from me. And since I wasn't reloading, I didn't do it. So let's see what happens. You enter the steam room and take a seat on one of the benches. The temperature is almost unbearable. Through the curling smoke, you see another figure in the shadows. You are not alone. Let's greet the other figure. You call out through the smoke. Greetings! The other figure does not reply, but stands and moves away through the steam. You feel the blast of cold air as the door opens and then closes. You sit in the smoke, enjoying the relaxing steam until you cannot take the heat anymore. Wait a little longer. You wait a little longer as the steam sinks deep into your bones and makes your muscles relax. You feel quite wonderful for it. A second figure, who you had not noticed before, stands and leaves the room. You head back out to the steam room. You feel a great calm and relaxedness flooding through your veins. Feeling much better, you turn and collect your belongings. Not trusting the city to pass up the chance to rob you, you check through your belongings, but everything's to still be in place. Pleased, you head for the exit. The creature at the front desk beams cheerfully at you. You step outside onto the street. Look at that! We didn't get robbed. That's amazing. That is amazing. So, the last time around, I went... so that guy wanted... The guys wanted to take us to the docks here. I don't want to do that for right now. The last time around, I went through here, I believe. So let's go through here and... Well, let's see. The road twists and turns up the rise until you emerge onto a wider road and the edge of dense slum. From inside, down a street to the left, you can hear the very faint sound of singing. A smell of rotting fish begins to fill the air. You must be close to the docks. Well, we got singing. From the left? Where was the singing? Very faint sound of singing. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. We haven't seen this one before, I don't think. Let's see what happens. Deadly things and terrible things. Winding between tall, crazily built slum dwellings, the road you are on now leads through the dense lower city. The street is narrow, and you keep your head held high in case someone should try their luck with a blade. After a few minutes of edging forward, you emerge into a wider space. A flagstone plaza. At the center of it is a circular well mouth. Alleys lead off in 4 directions. You pause to look around the edge of the square. The alleyways all look the same, except that to the left, the lane heads downwards, turning away from the center of Carey. The only thing the alleys have in common is that they converge here. Once, presumably, this well served all the people in the district, but perhaps there were too many, because now the well seems dusty and dry. Yeah, it's... Let's look down the well. Leaning over the edge, you peer down into the depths of the well. Strange, this seems to have handholds cut into stones. They appear good enough to climb down. Yep, I'm gonna climb into the well, because I love that. Well, oh, actually, this is gonna take us to the sewers, isn't it? We'll see how it goes. While you aren't likely to find the city nobles down here, it's certainly a curiosity worth exploring. You sink yourself over the edge of the well, teetering for a unnerving moment after the long drop. Then you find the first of the holds with your feet and begin to make your way down into the dark. Let's go into the well. No, this can't be. This can't be. The climb is so slow and cautious. You cannot see the holes below you, so you have to feel your way down. After about 10 minutes, your arms are tiring. Suddenly, you realize the position you are in. If your strength gives out, you will fall, but you may not have the energy to climb back up either. It's impossible to see how much further there is to go. Let's, I can't cast a spell. Let's see where we are. This can't be the... These are the sewers. These are a simpler sort of sewers, but yeah, I thought these were going to be the same sewers that we were in before, but it's not. So... drop a gold piece. You drop a gold piece, it falls for only a second before hitting something. Another second later, you hear a splash. You must be near the bottom now. Yep, well, let's keep climbing down. Reassured, you continue to climb down. A ledge. We're not going to get the gold piece back, I don't think. After perhaps a minute more, your foot finds a ledge. Below that is nothing but space. You have reached the roof of whatever chamber is below. A metal bar sticks from the wall here, presumably used to tie a rope to continue the rest of the way down. Of course, we don't have a rope. And that's, like, the only thing you need as an adventurer is rope. So let's cast a fall, I believe. No, that's... Foff? Feel the force. Nah, I don't need that. I would like... Oh, that's the small, lowercase fall. Oh, look, that's floating in the air. Let's do that. You cast the spell and feel yourself become as light as a feather. Then you release hold of the wall and gently float down. And with that, I am Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.